my name is Room and welcome to my corner of the internet, and today I'll be talking about my Naruto Au. You guys don't know, but fun fact about me, I love anime. Some of my favorites are Yu Yu Hakusho, Soul Eater, and Naruto. I'm currently in the process of rewatching Naruto, but I've had this idea for like the longest time, and I'm glad I could finally tell you guys about it. So before we start, there is going to be spoilers, so be aware of that. Let's get into the video. When I started rewatching Naruto, I thought that Naruto and Sasuke had a lot more parallels than the show actually expressed or showed. I also felt like there were some lessons and some character development Naruto could have had in part 1 that transitioned into part 2. To me, Naruto's and Sakura's development as characters were lackluster compared to Sasuke, so in my AU, I want to try to write what I think I would have wanted to see in the show. This is not me claiming that I'm a better writer, because I'm not, or that I'm fixing the series, because that's not what I'm trying to do here. This is just an exercise for me to see what I would have wanted to see in the show. Like, this is just purely for entertainment purposes. Please be calm in the comments. I had thought that Naruto should have asked questions about the night that Kyuubi attacked. I was like, Naruto never asked questions about that night. If I was in that situation, I would have asked, where did the fox come from? It didn't just appear, and why was I chosen? Where the hell my parents are at? Like, he was kind of mute on the whole situation. Like, he did not ask anything. So for Naruto, I will make him have a self-discovery journey while also meeting other Uzumakis because they deserved more. Because there's barely any interactions between Naruto and Karin, and that's a freaking crime. Like, I want them to be cousins, I want them to have sleepovers and hang out with each other and be there for each other. They deserve that. Give it to me! For Naruto's self-discovery journey, I will also use his dream of becoming Hokage as a stepping point. I will make Naruto start to see how corrupt his society is and if his reason for being Hokage is genuine. I would use Naruto's empathy to push his development forward. I think one of Naruto's biggest strengths as a character that's kind of overlooked is his empathy and willingness to listen to other characters. I just love that about him. It's needed in a universe where characters are seen as weapons and tools, and it's just chef's kiss. For Naruto's design in the beginning, he has his regular hairstyle. Regular in my AU. I cannot draw his hair. Like, I hate drawing his hair. Towards the end of part 1, going into part 2, his hair grows out and it's going to be an Uzumaki cultural thing. I love hair symbolism in media. We're doing that for this. He's also going to have some red streaks because I love the conversation he has with his mom about having red hair. His wish is coming true. He's getting it. F it, we ball. I'm also giving him chakra chains because let's feed into this Uzumaki thing. In the series, I don't think I've ever seen Naruto acknowledge it, and it drives me crazy. Another reason I gave Naruto red streaks in his hair is kind of to hide the fact that he's the 4th kid, because look at Minato and look at Naruto. Kushina's genes did not try. Minato actually gave birth to Naruto. In the series, I don't know how nobody saw that that's the 4th kid. You just look at him and it's like, yeah, the 4th had definitely used his kid during that night. The residents of the Hidden Leaf Village are dumb. I also decided to make the Uzumaki tanner than they are in canon. When I think of Kushina's home country, I think of a tropical place. It's hot and humid all the time. I kind of think similar to South Asia. That's what I'm thinking of. For Naruto's living situation, I don't think the boy grew up dirt poor. Yeah, his apartment could use a little tweaking, but it's not that bad. He stays in a studio apartment that probably costs an arm and a leg now. For my AU, Jiraya gives Naruto money every month. He funds Naruto lifestyle. That boy is never broke because of Jiraya. I wanted him to have more of a financial role. He's not there physically, but he's gonna make sure Naruto is taken care of financially. If you get what I'm saying. It's a good amount too. Naruto doesn't know it comes from Jiraya, and he won't know until he meets Jiraya during the Chunin exams. Ooh. Naruto will also learn about seals. It's crazy to me that in the whole village, only Jiraya knows seals well enough to monitor Naruto's seal. That's crazy. Are these the standards of the Hidden Leaf Village? And if so, they need to be raised because this is ridiculous. Kakashi already has a basic knowledge of seals, so I'll just make it that he has a slightly above average skill set in them. So while he tries to help Naruto with his seal, he's able to break a little bit, but they still need to call in Jiraya to fix it. Jiraiya will get a lot of backlash for advancing Naruto's sealing lessons, but he doesn't care. I especially think this could tie into Naruto's relationship with Kurama because, there's layers to this. Like, guys, stick with me here. There's layers to this. Naruto will have a knowledge of seals from books that he read because he'll know about the Uzumaki clan a little bit after he graduates, around the time he meets Karin. Once he learns, he never stops because that's the only connection he has to his parents right now. He still won't know about his parents. Maybe towards like the beginning of part 2, or I don't know, I'm still fleshing out that idea. I think some months before the Chunin exams, he'll be introduced to other Uzumaki, including Karin. I would think that Karin and her mom, and maybe like a couple of Uzumaki are in the Sound Village and stuff, and maybe they escape. I don't know. I still haven't fleshed that out too. Around that time, he'll gain the chakra chains, and Karin will help him get used to using them because she's more advanced than him. Around this time, Naruto will also start learning about the clan, and maybe he will start learning about Mito, but not Kushina yet. I don't know. We're still working that out, guys. And maybe how Uzumaki gets sent to the Hidden Leaf Village to become Jinchuriki. This would definitely add into the self-discovery journey, guys. I'm glad you're sticking with me. Along with his team and family, they'll discover the events of the night of Naruto's birth, especially since I think Kakashi in my AU will have a bigger role around that time. Also, Naruto in this AU will not be thinking about Sasuke constantly, not in part 2. If you look on the internet, you see compilations of Naruto thinking about Sasuke while he's in a bathhouse with the others, having panic attacks, thinking about this boy while he's asleep. That is not happening in my AU, not on my watch. Him or Sakura's character will not be surrounded by Sasuke. It grinds my gears. They're going to try and get Sasuke back, but will that be their main focus at the end of part 1 going into part 2? No, it will not. Naruto is getting hunted. They got bigger fish to fry than to look after Sasuke Uchiha. I have an idea that Naruto gaining the chakra chains will also cause more tension between him and Kurama. The lore. I think Naruto will slowly start to see that the advice Jiraya and Kakashi gives him about controlling the fox will be wrong, especially once he sees that Kurama has an aversion to the chains, he's afraid of them. I think they'll come to an understanding faster in my AU than they do in canon, especially since I'm amping up Naruto's empathy and understanding, especially once he realized that me and the fox didn't have a choice in this. Especially once he starts learning more about the fox's backstory. For Naruto's outfit, I didn't make it as baggy as canon, and I added more blue to his outfit, and that's really the only changes I made. It's so boring. And I gave him armbands. I was definitely inspired by that movie where him, Sakura, and Lee, and Kashi, it was around the time Sasuke left that movie. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Their outfits in that movie. Sakura deserved better. The hate she gets always make me laugh because they used the excuse she was mean to Naruto when everyone in the show was a little butthole. They're 12 and 13. It doesn't make sense to me. Naruto wasn't nice either. I'm not expecting them to be saints. Also, Naruto was constantly pushing boundaries with Sakura, and he should be happy all he got was punched, because I would have choked him out. In my AU, none of that boundary crossing is even a thing. In the first or second episode, Naruto ties Sasuke up and pretends to beat him to get a kiss from Sakura. That was crazy as hell. None of that. Poor Sasuke and Sakura. For Sakura, I don't think the series has ever told us about why she starts the Ninja Academy. So for Sakura, like everyone else in the village, she gets to go to the academy to see if being a ninja is what she wants. Sakura is smart. She was one of the top ninjas of her year, so I wanted to play into that a little more. The reason why Sakura continues to stay in the academy is that her family has financial problems. They're poor. JK. Before the QB attack, their business wasn't doing that well, and after the attack, it died, really bad. Growing up, Sakura was going through it. My poor girl. She was bullied because her family financial issues were starting to become noticeable, and she honestly had a hard time keeping up with her classmates, especially the ones that came from clans. This Sakura puts extra effort into studying, even if her physical abilities isn't on par with her peers. Like canon, around this time, Ino will defend Sakura and they become best friends. Sakura is a very insecure person. Her financial status and the way she's constantly having to play catch up with her classmates fuel it. Due to this, Sakura uses her crush on Sasuke to divide her and Ino, which causes a rift in their friendship. Sakura will honestly be very jealous of Ino. Ino gets the latest ninja gear, the trendiest clothes, and doesn't have to worry about her family's financial situation. Sakura's childhood wasn't bad. Her parents loved and cared for her a lot. She sees the stress of their business, and there's talks of her mom going on missions to bring the money. Her mom wouldn't be able to do it though because Sakura father needs a caretaker. And with Sakura going to school and also working in her family store, she wouldn't be able to help out as much. I wanted to do something different because if you read Naruto fanfiction, then you know a lot of them have Sakura's parents be abusive, and I want to do something different. Dealing with her father's declining health and their family business, Sakura takes all her anger out on an easy target, and that is Naruto. He doesn't make it easy when he's constantly asking her out. After she graduates from the academy, when she's talking to Sasuke about how unruly Naruto is due to not having parents, Sasuke's reaction is the starting point of how Sakura sees how her behavior is perceived by others, and it's not good. My poor girl. For Naruto and Sakura's dynamics, they balance each other out well. Naruto shows Sakura how to be empathetic towards others and to be nicer and kinder to herself also, because others could be going through a rougher situation than you, and Sakura helps Naruto keep a level head and to make sure that he doesn't go overboard with caring and giving to everyone without looking for himself. Their relationship is also strictly platonic. I think that's the case for majority of the people. I'm not focused on romance in this AU. As Sakura learns to be more empathetic, she and Ino will come to a resolution about their relationship. Ino will be hurt but understands why Sakura did what she did and be there for her. Sakura's relationship with Sasuke always made me scratch my head, especially with their personalities, because you would think they wouldn't get along. Sakura honestly didn't get along with Sai until later, and Sai is just like Sasuke. His mouth is just more ruthless. So for my AU, Sasuke and Sakura do become close friends, especially once Sakura starts understanding and seeing Sasuke for who he is. I think at times their personalities would clash, but I think that would make for an interesting dynamic. I was thinking about how Sakura, Tenten, and Lee all got lucky with the teachers they got. The academy honestly was teaching nothing really useful. I feel like water walking, tree walking, all that other stuff should have been learned at the academy. It makes no sense how we learned that out in the field. And Kakashi really wasn't teaching anyone anything in canon. So for my AU, I wanted to highlight the fact that if you don't come from a clan or a really well-known and decent ninja family, you're SOL. In my mind, the village ninja population, the majority comes from civilian families, while the rest comes from clans, or this could be inverse. I wanted to make a connection with the fact that even with the ninjas being treated like crap, the ninja population without a clan is probably treated the worst. They already don't get a lot of benefits and also have to risk their lives. They need to start revolting. For Sakura, she'll be a taijutsu specialist and a healer with some genjutsu skills. The reason I would make her a taijutsu specialist is that Tsunade is also one in my AU. Also, is she one in canon? I don't know. It just makes sense and it suits her so well. Like, Sakura is really the brawler of the group. Sakura will get her hair cut, but it's going to be a pixie cut, and that will look so cute on her. Let's go all in and give her a pixie cut. Pixie cut Sakura! For Sakura, I gave her some pants because I think she would look good with some flared jeans. I don't know why, but for the fashion, I was inspired by like Y2K, like baggy shorts, baggy jeans. Like, I was just thinking about that. I was inspired by her palette in part 2, so I used similar colors. I just added green to the mix and gave her some gloves, and honestly, that's really it. She didn't change that much either. For Sasuke, I think he's the best written one out of the whole trio. Part 1 Sasuke will always be precious to me. Now part 2 Sasuke, we don't know her. I think for Sasuke, I would also question the night of the massacre. I honestly feel like sometimes the characters don't question things. They just leave it be, which is crazy to me because Naruto should have asked questions about the night he was born, and Sasuke should have asked questions about the night of the massacre. For Sasuke, his dynamic in the group will still be the aloof, standoffish one. I would want Sasuke to have more moments opening up to his teammates so that when he does leave, the betrayal hurts more. Sasuke will start his healing journey in the village by having a solid support system with his team. And when he gets the curse mark, it stops because he slowly starts stepping away from them. Sasuke will leave the village because he feels like he won't get the answers that he wants, and he won't be strong enough to get them if he stays. For Naruto and Sasuke, the parallels were shown in the show can go so much deeper. Both of them are from clans that have been wrongfully massacred, and secrets are kept from them pertaining to the events of those nights. I would play on the fact that the more Naruto learns about his family history and how his clan was done dirty, he will want to honor them. For Sasuke, the more he learns about his family, he'll want to distance himself, and maybe restoring the clan isn't the right choice anymore. Naruto will know what it's like to be alone, but he gains a family, and he knows that he doesn't want to go back to what it's like before, and Sasuke ends up losing more of his family. This could have been like parallels of each other, like inverse. You get it, y'all guys get it. For his looks, his styling is the same. There's nothing I would change about it. I think I wouldn't make him too pale. Everyone, including Kakashi, will be a little darker, but that's it. Sasuke's skills will almost be the same, but he'll probably start training with the sword in part 1 to build up their skill sets. So he could probably use it in the Chunin exams. I don't know yet. It's locked in my brain though. The Sharingan in my AU would not be overpowered like in canon. Like, it's crazy how overpowered that is. Onto Kakashi, he's a single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids, and never stops. Kakashi in canon wasn't meant to be a teacher, and the Hokage was dead wrong for making him one. So for this AU, he'll be a more hands-on teacher and teach them more things. I will make it so that there's more filler missions to solidify the bonds I want to make with this team. Because they immediately jumped into the Chunin exams, after 1 mission out of the village. Oh yeah, I'm signing you up for the Chunin exams. Oh my goodness. Kakashi in my AU was also giving Naruto money. Not a lot, because I think he makes a decent amount, but he also gotta look out for himself too. I could also see him giving Naruto gifts for his birthday and stuff, but the only time he has contact with Naruto was when he was a part of his Anbu guard when he was young. Though Kakashi broke several rules doing this, he did not care. Kakashi was part of Naruto's guard, I would say probably until he was maybe 8, 7. I'm still working on the idea, so anything can change. Kakashi would start to let his team in, and it would be a challenge for him because every teammate Kakashi had so far was either grown or self-reliant or died. Sorry. They didn't need the emotional care that these kids need, and 2 out of 3 of his students don't have any family they can rely on. Through helping his students, Kakashi also finds healthy outlets for his trauma, and he learns he can't be stuck in the past and he can move forward, especially since he has people dependent on him. Kakashi will be a brotherly figure for Naruto. Kakashi didn't intentionally take on this role, but the more he starts to take care of Naruto and guides him, Naruto starts to view him as a big brother. Kakashi views all his students as his siblings. For Sakura, Kakashi's like an overbearing older brother, and she never had any siblings before until she joined the team. She's the annoying younger sister to Kakashi sometimes. I really love their dynamic in the show and in my AU. Sasuke takes Kakashi's advice and listens to him, but it's hard for him when he's been alone for so long. Kakashi will become one of the few adults Sasuke can rely on, and right around the time Sasuke leaves, he starts to see Sasuke as an older brother figure too. For Kakashi's skills, they'll be the same but a little stronger, because I think that fight with Zabuza is crazy, especially after he passes out too. Kakashi's looks won't change either, except for his hair. I kind of gave him a little mullet situation. That man is fine. Sorry, not sorry. I don't think I did him justice. I'm sorry, bae. You deserve better. When my skills improve even more, I'll redraw you again. Now for this part of the video, it will be about me rambling about other characters and changes I'm making in the series. Karin is getting a rewrite. She'll be more focused on clan duties than even thinking about chasing Sasuke. She deserved better. I think Karin's mother will still be alive. Maybe, I don't know. I'm going back and forth with that decision. She'll be the one to teach Naruto and Karin, if she is alive, and the other Uzumaki children about clan history and techniques and so much more. Karin will be quick-tempered, and she also goes along with most of Naruto's schemes. They're both little devil on each other's shoulder. It's crazy. Sakura gets headaches from watching them. She is tired. Somebody save her. For her skills, she's more advanced than Naruto when it comes to using his chakra chains. She also knows seals and can heal people, but doesn't want to unless it's a last resort. She doesn't like it when people bite her or her mother. When Tsunade does come back to the village, she teaches Karin and her mother and any Uzumaki other healing techniques that Mito brought over. Tsunade wasn't that close to her Uzumaki side, and once the clan is established in the village, Tsunade does become close to them because that's probably literally the only family she got. Where's the Senju at? We've never seen them in the series. For looks, Karin and Naruto have similar facial features. Naruto has his father hair and eye color, but his mother's features, so nose, lips, and eye shape, and skin tone. I think purple will still be a part of Karin's color palette. I haven't designed her yet. Well, I've designed her yet. I don't know why I told that lie. I just want Naruto and Karin to have more moments with each other. So in my AU, they're so protective of each other, and I think that's so sweet. Naruto doesn't want anyone to bite Karin, and Karin doesn't want anybody to use Naruto as a weapon. They're locked in for life. They're for lifers. I saw Kid Karin's outfit from the anime and I didn't like it. Why did they have that girl just have like a fishnet top on with a skirt and like no undershirt, no nothing? Like, that was not cute. So I decided to give her some baggy pants with a cropped long sleeve top with a collared shirt over it, and I made her headband a belt. I'm back to giving her baggy jeans. I think in my AU, she was like honestly the first person I designed because I was like rewatching it and I was like, dang, I think it would be so cool if Karin had a relationship with Naruto and Naruto and Karin interacted like cousins. And I've been on this AU ever since. Jiraya, he is too fine to be the menace that he is. So in my AU, he's still a smut writer, still a loser and stuff, but he isn't a pervert. He doesn't peek on women. He was being creepy to Naruto when he did his sexy jutsu, or to Konan either. He's not a creep in my AU, I promise. He still has his playful personality, but he isn't a pervert. Jiraya would take on a grandfatherly role once Naruto feels comfortable with him and forgives him for abandoning him. Because once Naruto learns about Jiraiya being his godfather, it's going down. Jiraiya will also learn how to deal with his abandonment issues and his feelings of inadequacy. Jiraiya and Tsunade will have a heart-to-heart about the third Hokage and his favoritism towards Orochimaru. They will talk about how Tsunade had a clan of people, while Orochimaru didn't have anyone. The third took Orochimaru under his wing, which made Jiraiya feel like he didn't have anyone. He loves his teammates, but he was alone growing up. And it wasn't until he has his Genin team or he meets Nagato and Ko that he realized he isn't alone. Tsunade's and Jiraiya's relationship becomes closer than it ever was before, and they become really close friends. Naruto reads Jiraiya's first book and falls in love with it. They bond over that, and I think it's the cutest. Hinata in my AU will have a crush on Naruto in the beginning, but once she and Naruto have a heart-to-heart also, she starts to do some self-reflection. Instead of wishing she was like Naruto, she becomes her own person, tries to help with her family. The Hyuga clan seal will be an issue for Hinata and Neji in my AU, but it will be resolved. I think it's resolved in Boruto, but I would love to see Hinata. I would love for Neji and Hinata to take action against the seal. I love it when fanfictions does that because it'd be so good. Hinata would try to get rid of the seal and Neji and Hanabi would help her. Hinata would still be soft-spoken and reserved, but she won't be shy. She won't be stuttering like, Naruto-kun. She's not doing none of that. But she isn't going to let the generational curse that is the seal continue to harm her family, and I just love that. Slay, Hinata, slay! Hinata and Neji will be close after the Chunin exams and after Naruto smacks some sense into him, because that part will still happen. Tenten and Naruto will get along with each other. They go for seals and help each other with them. Same with Karin. Like, I can't imagine all three of them helping each other. I started a sketch, but I never finished that, so maybe I'll finish it and I'll post it on my social media. I don't know. Sakura and Tenten will train with each other often. Sakura likes hanging out with Tenten because Tenten could understand the fact that, like, I don't have a clan, my family owns a weapon shop, and the only reason why our business is doing good is because it's a weapon shop. Sakura trains with Lee too, and she learns a lot from him. They learn a lot from each other. They also become good friends too. Shikamaru will be one of Naruto's closest friends. Sometimes they'll hang out with each other while Naruto practices seals and Shikamaru reads or takes naps. I just think, I could just see them chilling out in a field. I'll expand on the Naruto shadow techniques in my AU. There's so much you could do with that ability. I just think that's so cool. For the sketch I did for Team Asuma's outfits, I would say everyone except for Ino's is pretty much the same. For Choji, I gave him a regular headband instead of the one he got in the show. And I decided to have his hair down, like shoulder length. When I saw his design in part 2, it didn't make sense to me. his hair couldn't have grown that fast, not in the span of like what, 2 or 3 years. So I decided to make his hair shoulder length. For Ino, I gave her a dress over pants combo. I love that. I would think that would be the current fashion for the Hidden Leaf Village. And I also gave her some platform sandals. Like, I could totally see her wearing that. I think she would be the type of person that prefers style over function. Shikamaru is just wearing a t-shirt with some straight pants. His hair is half up, half down to match Ino's and Choji's hair. And they all have matching earrings like Naruto and Karin. Like, I just love that. In my AU, I don't think Ino would be fat phobic to Choji. I don't think she'll be mean to him, especially when she knows he has to be big for a reason. Like, I just thought that was so crazy to me. Like, why is she being mean to him when all their families have worked together for generations? You know why that boy is big. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Team Guy, I'm sorry I didn't draw your pictures. Never change. Continue being the best that you are. Like, I love Team Guy so much. That's all I have for right now anymore, and I think this video will be too long. I hope you guys are thriving, living your best life, and doing well. Don't forget to drink water, eat, and get plenty of rest. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Are there any AUs you guys have done? What are they about? What would you do in a Naruto AU? Like, what would you like to see in the series that like we never got to see? Tell me down below. I feel like I actually on this every video. No one really comments. It's crazy. I'm talking to the void. That's all for this video, and I guess that's it. Bye.